Welcome to day 632. How do you remember your speech? Do you memorize it or do you internalize it? Well, it's whatever works for you. In my case, what has worked for me is to memorize it if I am working with a contest speech. When I give a speech and it's a keynote, then what I do, I internalize it. And what I use are keywords. And those keywords, I write them down someplace in form of notes, and then that's how I remember it. And that's the best way. And many people recommend not to memorize your speech. It's difficult. It's difficult to memorize your speeches. However, if you are competing, in my case, the best way to not to forget your speech is to memorize it. So let's say that you are competing. The best way then is to break down your speech into sections. And if you break your speech in small sections, let's say into 5 sections, and the best way is to have sections that are not longer than uh, 200 words, maybe 150 to 200 words. In my case, I break them down into 5 sections, and then I memorize each section. And then I write down small numbers. I don't have the numbers here, but then I write small numbers into each one of of these sections, and I fold them down, and then I put them aside, and I then I play with them, and then I take one number at a time. And then I each section I have to memorize at a time, and then I memorize it, and then I repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. But then I don't memorize it in line. It has to be at a random way, and that way, what happens is that you remember it in such a way that your mind is there, and when you are giving it, somehow you might forget it, but it's there. You memorize it in a way that you are not going to forget it. I don't know why, but it works. It has worked for me. So if you are going to do it that way, try it. It will work. Tomorrow we'll be talking more about this, and we'll find the other ways about the keywords. So for now, use this way, try it out, and see how it works. Thank you for listening. We see you again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay proactive, memorizing your speech. Goodbye.